Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United suffered Diogo Dalot injury blow ahead of the derby. Manchester United have suffered an injury blow ahead of the derby against Manchester City this weekend. Diogo Dalot was forced off in the first half of the Carabao tie against Charlton Athletic. Dalot went down in the 34th minute and went straight down the tunnel after being substituted. The substitution may simply have been a precaution ahead of the derby. However, there is little recovery time ahead of Sunday's game. Dalot has just returned from an injury sustained at the World Cup with Portugal, which kept him out of Manchester United late December matches. This was one of the reasons he was selected for the game with Charlton, with Erik looking to build up his fitness and sharpness ahead of the derby. Wan-Bissaka came on to replace him, with Manchester United leading 1-0 through an Antony goal. Wan-Bissaka played well in Dalot's absence in December and has rediscovered his confidence, winning the fight of Erik. There is a chance he could be called upon against Manchester City at the weekend, and United likely won't provide a full diagnosis on Dalot's fitness until Friday's press conference. Wan-Bissaka performances assessed by former Manchester United title winner. It was not in Erik script for Diogo Dalot to fail to make it through the first half against Charlton, but then, nor had anticipated such a strong resurgence from Wan-Bissaka since his return to the team last month. Wan-Bissaka has shaken off the injuries which held him back earlier in the season and appears to have a future at United, at least until the end of the season. When Dalot went off injured in the 34th minute, Wan-Bissaka came off the bench and slotted in where the Portugal international had left off. Former Manchester United title winner David May spoke glowingly about Wan-Bissaka's contributions since returning to the team in December. May said, "Since his comeback into the first team, he's been fantastic. He's taken the bull by the horns. His attitude has been spot on and his performances have too. Since his comeback, he's been a changed man. It's been great to see. It gives a bit of competition to Dalot as well." A cross from Wan-Bissaka early in the second half set up a goal for Anthony Elanga, although it was ruled out for offside. Wan-Bissaka could be needed against Manchester City this coming Saturday due to Dalot's injury, even if he was simply brought off as a precaution. The former Crystal Palace star has not conceded a single goal since returning to the team and looks full of confidence. Even prior to Dalot's injury, Wan-Bissaka had at least done enough to give Ten Hag a manager to think about. Talk of Manchester United signing a new right-back has been shelved at least until the summer, with Wan-Bissaka showing he can be depended on. A big test awaits against City, and Wan-Bissaka has had mixed experiences against them in the past, forgettable ones last season. But in Erik new look side, the right back may have a better time of it. Facundo Pellistri provides assist just 5 minutes into his Manchester United debut. Erik reacts. "Facundo Palastri, where have you been?" The young Uruguayan has had to wait since October 2020 for his Manchester United debut, finally making it in January 2023. It was brief, but Pellistri did not know if he would get another chance, so he made the most of it. In just 5 minutes, coming on in the 85th, Pellistri made it count, supplying an assist to Marcus Rashford in the 90th minute. Pellistri could have had one a few moments before too, with Scott McTominay spurning an opportunity. For Pellistri, this was a debut well worth waiting for. He has shown flashes of quality with goal in consecutive pre-seasons, but has had misfortune with poor loan spells and injuries. He has frequently been an unused substitute since October, and his late debut felt like a throwaway gesture from manager Erik Ten Hag, but in just 5 minutes, Pellistri did enough to show he might be worth a further look. Erik Ten Hag told MUTV at full time, "Pellistri came on, it was not long, he was really lively." MUTV commentator David May added, "Pellistri's done ever so well since he came on. He's been involved in 2 or 3 incidents. He's been brilliant. He really has done brilliantly." With United short of attacking options and Anthony Elanga failing to really seize his chance, Pellistri made a case to get more minutes. The youngster has experience at the World Cup with Uruguay, where he looked bright, and he certainly made the most of his long-awaited debut opportunity. If this turns out to be just the prelude to a loan or even a sale, it will feel disappointing. Palastri might just have something. Brandon Williams looking to prove himself to Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag. Manchester United star Brandon Williams is raring to get an opportunity to play and prove himself to Erik ten Hag in the coming months. The fullback has been getting up to speed with the Dutch manager's style of play. The 22-year-old has struggled to stay fit in the current campaign and has spent most of the time on the sidelines. As a result, the England under-21 international has rarely featured for the Old Trafford side this season. Speaking on the club's official website, William is looking forward to getting more chances to show his qualities. The fullback is determined to make an impression at United. He said, "Even being on the bench, just waiting for that opportunity, when I do get an opportunity, I will take it. I will show the manager what I am capable of. It's been a hard couple of months because I have been taking in so much information and learning the manager's game plan and the way he does things. I really enjoy that and enjoy learning it, and I feel really positive." In the current campaign, the 22-year-old has struggled with injuries. Also, Diogo Dalot has cemented his place at right back. The Portuguese has been one of our best players in the current campaign. On the other hand, the left back positions is also secure with Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia. The England international has performed admirably in recent fixtures for United. Williams is a right-footed player capable of playing on the left. The youngster's versatility makes him a decent option to have in the squad, considering the fixture pile-up in the coming months, but it remains to be seen whether he will be handed more time on the pitch by Ten Hag. Fabrizio Romano confirms Manchester United board's promise to Erik ten Hag. The Manchester United board will exercise extreme prudence in their expenditure this month with a view to splashing the cash during the summer transfer window. This is according to Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, who reports that club chiefs have promised Ten Hag he will have significant funds to spend in the summer. United challenges going forward are an open secret. United's grim situation has forced Ten Hag to explore stopgap solutions and temporary recruits this January. Wout Weghorst has been widely reported to be the most likely arrival at Old Trafford this winter. Romano reports read, "For sure, Man United are focused on summer more than January. In the summer, they have to go for an important striker. It's impossible to make names now, also because it depends on the club sale situation, but they always told Ten Hag about a plan to invest in a new striker in summer 2023. Yesterday, a report from ESPN detailed that United have a list of names of whom to bring in the summer to lead the attack for Ten Hag. The names mentioned included Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen and Benjamin Sesko. Romano downplays the Red Devils' chances of signing such names. Romano relays, "In terms of specific targets, it depends on too many factors. Victor Osimhen is involved in a Serie A race with Napoli. Benjamin Sesko has already signed as a Leipzig player. Harry Kane will be in talks with the Spurs to decide his future, and Antonio Conte's future will be important too." Manchester United have no interest in a Brighton and Hove Albion forward Leandro Trossard. Manchester United have no interest in a Brighton and Hove Albion star and Belgium international Leandro Trossard, according to CBS Sports' Ben Jacobs on Twitter. The 28-year-old's agent has been actively and aggressively offering their client to various clubs in the Premier League. One of the teams includes the Red Devils, but the Old Trafford side are not looking at the forward signature. Liverpool are another team that have ruled out a move for Trossard. Newcastle United are also not considering the Belgian at the moment. Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea have also been proposed to acquire the 28-year-old's services. While Spurs have a genuine interest in the forward, he is not a priority for Graham Potter's team. Trossard signed for the Seagulls in the summer of 2019 from Genk. Since then, the forward has developed into a fine player. However, His current contract with Brighton expires at the end of the season. The Belgian has played in various positions in the current campaign. He has found the back of the net 7 times for Brighton in the Premier League in 16 appearances and has also provided 3 assists. United need to seemingly bolster their front line in January, considering Anthony Martial is the only natural striker in the squad. Trossard has played as a centre forward for the Seagulls this season. However, he is not an out-and-out goal scorer. The 28-year-old usually plays on the left wing, where we have a lot of depth, thus the Old Trafford side do not necessarily need the Belgian. Manchester United must pay at least £52 million to sign Denzel Dumfries in January. Manchester United can sign Denzel Dumfries from Inter Milan this month, but for nothing less than €60 million. That's according to Gazzetta dello Sport, who claimed that Inter would prefer to sell the 26-year-old in the summer. United manager Erik wants to bolster his right-back ranks at Old Trafford this month, with Wan-Bissaka facing an uncertain future at the club. Dumfries has been on United's radar for quite some time now. However, it seems the Red Devils will not be able to sign him in January unless they splash some serious cash. United will have to break the bank if they want to sign the 42-capped Netherlands international in the January transfer window. The Red Devils may need to wait until the summer, when he will have just 2 years remaining on his contract with Inter. Dumfries is a sensational defender and would provide proper competition for Diogo Dalot at Old Trafford. Described as an explosive right-back by the Chronicle, he has all the attributes needed to succeed in the Premier League. He is physically strong, possesses impressive pace, and contributes at both ends of the pitch. Dumfries proved his quality on the world's biggest stage in Qatar, and it's clear to see that he would take United to another level entirely. However, it's hard to envisage a scenario whereby United would pay £52 million to sign the Dutchman this month, with the powers that be at Old Trafford thought to be tightening the purse strings. Man United reached full agreement to sign Wout Weghorst, but Bashiktash need a replacement first. Manchester United have reached a full agreement to sign Burnley striker Wout Weghorst on loan, according to reputed journalist Fabrizio Romano. The Dutchman has been manager Erik Ten Hag's prime target for the January transfer window, and United are now on the verge of landing him. Weghorst is currently on loan with Bashiktash, but the Turkish outfit have agreed a compensation fee of around €3 million to terminate his deal. However, the Super League giants will only approve his exit if they find the right replacement. Al Nassr's Vincent Aboubakar is their main target. Weghorst joined Burnley from Wolfsburg during the second half of last season and struggled to impose himself with just 2 Premier League goals. However, he was playing for a club that was in a relegation battle throughout. At United, he could prosper with the vast creativity around him. Weghorst has had a fine season for Bashiktash with 9 goals and 4 assists, but his main highlight is undoubtedly the stunning brace scored against Argentina at the World Cup. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag was asked about the potential signing of Wout Weghorst after the victory over Charlton. Ten Hag declined to give any sort of update when asked to provide one. He responded, "No, unfortunately, I can't." Ten Hag did not deny Manchester United's pursuit of the striker. He simply chose to abstain from comment. He will have plenty to say when a deal is done, especially if a move can be completed in time for the Manchester derby this weekend. For Weghorst to be eligible, Manchester United would need to register him with the Premier League by 12:30 p.m. on Friday. I will be uploading daily Man United news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.